Halo, nama aku Sandra
Hai.
dan hari ini aku ditemani dengan
Aduh,
dan kami tuh sangat senang bisa berbicara dengan kamu hari ini. Terima kasih banget ya sudah meluangkan waktu untuk berbagi cerita dan pengalamanmu. Nah, kamu dikenal memiliki bakat di bidang musik kan? Sebelum kita lebih mendalami topik ini, bolehkah kamu memperkenalkan diri?
Namaku Richard Miguel. Saya mengutamakan music production sama songwriting.
Oke.
kami sangat tertarik mendengar lebih banyak tentang pelajaranmu di dunia musik. Dari awal mulai ketertarikan kamu hingga karya-karya yang telah kamu ciptakan. Semoga percakapan ini bisa memberikan wawasan yang menarik dan inspiratif bagi para pendengarkan atau penonton kami.
Oke, jadi tanpa basa-basi, ayo kita mulai pertanyaannya. Kalau misalnya kamu merasa lebih nyaman untuk menggunakan bahasa Inggris, boleh aja di mix aja ya, yang nyaman aja,
Oke,
oke?
oke, oke.
Oke. Pertama, sejak usia berapa kamu mulai terjun ke hobi permusikan? What
Uh,
inspired you to pursue this hobby? I mean, from what age did you start getting into music as a hobby,
like as a listener atau as a creator?
as a creator?
Well, I was more of a like instrument player at like grade year 8, which is like around 14. But I wasn't that serious. So I was more of like I'd say kayak creator itu umur 16-an, sekitar 16 secara produser.
Cukup muda juga ya.
Ya, mudah banget.
Oke,
Oke, next question.
apa yang
Oh, ini
Oh,
Oh ya,
inspirasi ya.
boleh
Lupa
dilanjutkan.
lupa lupa Cap. Well, if I'm being honest, kayak when I was grade 8, saya like mulai main instrumen itu buat dapetin cewek tau. Kan because you know, ya, you know.
I see, I see.
Tapi emang kayak my interest for music was genuine, you know. Kayak I was really very like fascinated by it. So like maybe like me picking up the bass was still like impress girls at 14 years old, but I was already interested in music and like um I heard this album right by Tyler the Creator. I have it in my lemari. It's called Igor, and that I've never been so kayak fascinated by music production, and I think so like this album by this rapper is what inspired me to try music production.
Sangat menarik.
Thank you.
Oke,
oke.
pertanyaan selanjutnya. Apa tuh?
Oke, apa yang menginspirasimu untuk menjalani hobi ini?
Hmm, aslinya awalnya nggak hanya apa ya hobi buat seru-seru sih kayak uh, aku remake kayak lagu for fun kayak nggak ada kayak uh, serious drive behind it, right? But like one day I showed my song to my friend, right? And he liked it so much kayak he wanted to make a band with me, right? And
Ya,
gara-gara itu aku kayak realize oh ada potential, kayak
Hmm,
because of him liking my music and we started making music and kayak walaupun kita mulanya kayak hanya canda-canda ya kayak joke songs tapi lama-lama kayak we didn't even try tapi like you know what ada potential and like tambah lama kayak oh you know what I should actually take it seriously, and like I really enjoyed it jadi kayak might as well.
oke. Pertanyaan selanjutnya, hal apa saja yang telah kamu lakukan di dunia musik? Kayak, how far have you gone with this hobby of yours? Like maybe
Uh,
playing concerts or like be in a band?
oh, okay, so like it's a long story, complicated story, but kayak kalau like release wise, aku pernah rilis kayak an EP on SoundCloud, tapi itu just like for fun. Tapi kayak yang kayak sungguh on like streaming platforms on Spotify and Apple Music, I have like 4 songs with my band, and some of them got into like playlist New Music Friday Indonesia, and ada berapa yang masuk like articles and stuff, tapi nggak segitu kayak sampai gimana gitu sih, kayak belum yang kayak blew up. We were working on an album, tapi kayak that didn't really go well. So yeah, and now I'm just
Kalau
focused on solo.
kalau boleh tahu nama bandnya apa?
Only sleeping.
Only Sleeping.
when he's sleeping.
Okay. Okay, the next question.
Apa yang pertama kali membuatmu tertarik untuk mulai menulis lagu?
Okay. You see, actually, I hate songwriting. Like I used to really hate it. Kayak, cause like my friend who I was in a band with, so like my friend is like one of the best songwriter I've met, right? And my other friend is a great singer. So like, and I feel the role as a music producer, right? So like we would just like, I mean, sometimes I would write songs because of ideas and stuff. Tapi kayak when I was 16 to 18, I didn't really like develop my songwriting skills because I felt like, yeah, I had a friend who could do it for me, you know. But I feel like
Yeah, yeah.
as I wanted to focus more solo, it's like a necessity, you know. Kayak, well, to
Mm-mm.
make music, I have to write the songs, right? And I kind of hated it, but now I'm trying to like, enjoy it more and more. And, like, I feel like, I'm decent, but like, I need to be more, like, I want to be more consistent with it, Because like, I've spent so much of my time on music production.
Jadi tambah lama tambah you grow to like it.
Yeah, because like, kalau dulu kan, I rely on my friend.
Mm-mm.
Jadi kayak kebanyakan musik itu secara melodi itu terinspirasi dengan musik-musik yang didengarkan by my friends, right? Kayak
Mm-mm.
melody, like if I'm gonna get like technical, tapi kayak melody wise, I think like he was more classical based, right? Kan like, and itu mungkin jadinya kayak the melodies he make, I think is more inspired by like pop music from the 60s, right? Kayak the Beatles and the Beach Boys
Yeah,
gitu. Whereas my interest itu kan lebih itu the like R&B side, and like it's kind of
indie
like
R&B.
R&B, and like
Oh,
it's very fun for me to like explore different types of songwriting that I usually wouldn't like be a part of, Yeah.
oke. Oke, pertanyaan selanjutnya adalah apa tantangan terbesar yang kamu hadapi ketika menulis lagu dan bagaimana cara kamu mengatasinya?
Uh, Songwriting, yeah, specifically.
Iya.
Uh, for me specifically, it's lyrics. Um, I can write lyrics, but like usually I procrastinate on it, because kayak in my heart, I'm like a music producer. So like, of course, it's like backwards for me. My friends would write the melody, make the melody, and produce it, right? Because there are
Iya.
songwriters. Whereas like, I'm like, I usually start with the production, right? So like, I'll get everything finished, and then baru I'll think about the lyrics. So that's like like the thing I usually procrastinate on, and I just kayak I think a good way to improve on like lyrics itu kayak sometimes like no matter like when you feel like it, you just like write down words, and like you don't think how good it is, you just write it down. Kayak just keep writing it down, and I think kayak eventually like you'll train to like be able to construct your feelings better, on like writing. That's what I think.
Oke, interesting. Pertanyaan selanjutnya apa tuh, Audrey?
Eh, adakah genre atau gaya musik tertentu yang lebih kamu sukai saat menciptakan lagu? Atau kamu lebih suka ber beres sorry bereksperimen dengan eh, berbagai macam, like experiment.
Yes.
Halo?
So, do you have a specific genre or music style that you prefer when creating songs, or do you like experimenting with different styles? Oh, he's lagging. It's okay, wait. We can cut it.
Oke,
Let me text
Halo?
him.
Sorry.
Hello? Gak
it's
apa-apa,
okay.
wait. Chill, chill. We
I'm
can
like,
cut it.
I'm like, sorry.
We can cut it. It's fine.
Ya, ya,
Okay,
ya.
Okay.
okay. Can you repeat the question?
Oke, oke. Adakah genre atau gaya musik tertentu yang lebih kamu sukai saat menciptakan lagu, atau kamu lebih suka bereksperimen dengan berbagai macam?
Yeah, do you have a specific genre or music style that you prefer when creating songs, or do you like experimenting with different styles?
It's like non-discriminative like musician, like I can appreciate every type of music, Kayak, like even like the corny ones that people would like uh consider as like not cool. Like I feel like there is so much beauty in every genre, right? Guitars or like the rhythm. And I feel like most of the music I listen to is also like a blend of all of the genres, you know. But like right now, I
Yeah.
think kayak production wise, I'm very like um attracted to like hip hop drums, especially done by Pharrell Williams. Like I think he's very good percussions and like maybe if you want like a specific answer, like right now I'm in the phase of hip hop drums. And for like chords, I think I'm more, I'm deep diving in R&B and like those like 90s R&B chord progressions. So like I'd say I don't really think about it, I just make what I feel like
Yeah.
I'm feeling, So like if I'm feeling like I don't think about the genre specifically, I just like make whatever. But I think an accurate description would be right now it's hip hop and R&B styles.
I see. Oke, apakah ada musisi atau penulis lagu lain yang menjadi pengaruh besar dalam cara kamu membuat lagu? Like, like as you said just now, like Pharrell Williams. So, are there any musicians or songwriters who have specifically had a significant influence on the way you create songs?
Hello?
Wait, hello? Apakah ada musisi atau penulis lagu lain yang menjadi pengaruh besar dalam cara kamu membuat lagu? Are there any musicians or
Wait.
songwriters who have had a significant influence on the way you create songs? Kayak seperti tadi kan kamu bilang Pharrell Williams. Are there any more or anything?
Okay, okay. So I feel like every year there has been like different phases, right? Since I was like 16, 15, like every year there's like a different artist I'm like very, very obsessed with. Like it's like a
Yeah.
unhealthy obsession. Like I would watch every interview and yeah, I would like analyze everything and like listen to like all of their songs. So I think like there's like a big accumulation of like different musician. Tapi kayak mungkin kalau like dari klasik like yang more like specific, uh Car Seat Headrest is like a indie band, indie rock band. I'm very into their like the way they write lyrics and the way they structure music. I'm very into like right now D'Angelo. He's like a new soul musician from the 90s, and I think he was one of the first guy who like infused like the new soul, like the R&B like chords and melodies with like the more hip hop drums. And right now I'm very influenced by D'Angelo and maybe uh like Playboy Carti. I'm very into his music. Like I think I have a very like I mess with like lots of artists.
I see.
Oke, oke.
Oke. Oke, pertanyaan selanjutnya dari Audrey.
Okay.
Oke. Berkaitan dengan usia kamu yang masih termasuk muda, bagaimanakah kamu membagi waktu antara sekolah atau kuliah dan pekerjaan?
Yeah, considering your age, how do you balance your time between school, college, and your career?
You see, it's actually kind of like interesting because I don't go to college,
Oh,
so I don't have that to balance out, right? Because like so like how I see it secara pekerjaan, aku kan jahit tuh, aku last jahit and like um jualan basically like clothes, and so I see that as my work, right? And I think it's been very hard for me to like adapt when I first started because I feel like both of them kayak jahit sama bikin musik kan project passion gitu. Itu kan
Yeah.
juga creativity. So like dulu mulai when I first like work, when I'm sewing I feel like, oh, maybe I could have been making music, and when I'm making music I feel like I should have been like sewing, right? And kayak but now I feel like I've learned that, I feel like a very strict, not strict, tapi kayak a very like solid schedule. So now like I try to spend the half of the day sewing from like 8:30 a.m. to like like 5 or like 6, and then like at night I start to make music. There's like a schedule for me, like make a schedule. I think that's a good.
I see. So, kan dari semua ini, dari semua perjalanan hobi kamu pasti ada kesulitannya kan. Jadi
Hmm.
apa sih, apakah kesulitan terbesar yang pernah kamu alami dalam menjalani hobi kamu?
Hmm, I think like mungkin kalau secara musik kreatif block dulu kayak aku kan kebiasaan ada band dynamic right. Jadi kayak aku
Nah,
kebiasaan kayak fokusnya hanya ke production, terus temenku yang lainnya kan melakukan hal yang lain. I think kayak the hardest part for me too when I first started doing it solo, kayak I have to adapt, like also like spending time on making sure that every aspect is like well done. And since like I'm like I haven't spent as much time, like my vocabulary for those ideas aren't as developed. Thus, like I come to very like long blocks. But I realized that like creative blocks are just like me not like embracing my ideas enough, right? Because like I'm like, oh no, it's not good enough, it's not good enough. So I think it was like getting over my creative block like mindset, yeah, for like music.
I see. Oke.
Oke,
Also
next.
like the hardest thing juga, I don't go to college, so there's like lots of like I grandma who's like who like wants to like kill me and they think I'm like I'm like
Oh
the
ya,
weak
soalnya
person.
kan standar society pasti kayak
Exactly.
mau
So like
harus kuliah gitu kan anak
exactly. So
muda
it's like creative block and like random people who are like 50 years old who are like
judging you. Iya,
who's like
we're
what.
not going to
Yeah,
college.
very confused, and like I don't like explaining myself too much on those like scenarios. Yeah.
I
That's,
Oke,
see. That's hard.
yes.
Okay.
oke.
Next question.
Apa yang membuatmu memutuskan untuk meninggalkan band dan memilih untuk berkarir solo?
Okay. It was actually doing like pretty good. Kayak we had like a video blew up. Kayak and like we were in a good momentum, but there was always tension. Because like I'm the video editor and sometimes like video director, and like I'm more like familiar with like the more technical stuff, right? So like when it's like giving feedback for mixes and like the basically like the dirty hard work itu kayak
Mm-mm.
I was like the most involved, right? And I was very like burnt out over the fact that like I felt like at the time kayak like the more of music, but like doing like the quote unquote like not fun stuff, right? And like
Iya,
I
iya.
think at the time like he was also confused and kayak my bandmate, sorry, he was like confused and kayak there was so much tension, right? Because kayak I was down to be like a full-time musician, like I was like fully committed, kayak like not looking back, like, this is it, kayak I want to do this, But like he was still confused, and that became a very like weird dynamic, and like we
Mm-mm.
agreed like on good terms that like, oh, we should break up, kayak as a band,
Iya,
we break up as a band, and yeah, and but like no, we're not like close friends, and like
enemies.
no, I feel
No.
like my relationship, my friendship with that guy is like better now because there's no like
Oh,
tension, but like it's just from like get normal people having different goals and
iya.
from like working together.
Wait, wait, wait. Audrey, it's okay. It's safe, right?
Oke, it's a recording though.
Gak apa-apa, continue kok. Okay,
Should I
continue.
should I start or should I continue?
No, just start because tadi it was still recording.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah, because
Okay,
my teachers isn't gonna even watch the whole video.
yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay,
Okay.
so like aku kan banyak waktu working sama orang lain, jadi kan
Mm-mm.
pasti aku kayak learn so much, kayak how to make proper drums in like different contexts, gimana cara kayak like technical stuff yang I wouldn't do like by myself, right? And so like the foundation of me learning those things itu ya gara-gara band. And like gimana cara talk to mixer and producer, distributor, and like how to promote itu kayak aku semua belajar dari being in a band. Jadi menurutku kayak foundationsku secara artis itu ya from being in a band. I think that's what I bring to my solo music for like in the future.
I see. Oke, Audrey, bacakan pertanyaan ke-12.
Oke, adakah kenangan atau momen dari masa band yang masih kamu bawa dalam perjalanan karir solo?
Are there any memories or moments from your band days that you still carry with you in your solo career journey?
Memory.
Memory.
So like when I'm like working on it, like I think about the memory. Is it what you meant?
Ya, seperti itu.
I mean, I guess so. So, cause like for like 3 bulan, right? Karena kita ganti-ganti tuh. Dulu kan ada like fase where like kita semua bikin in my like bedroom, and like we would
Mm-mm.
make it on the floor for some reason. Like I have 2 tables in my room, and then we would just make it on the floor, and like of course like there's so much memories, kayak we would sleep
Ya.
over, like we would like just mess around the whole day, and like it would be like at night, and then we're like, oh, we messed up, we haven't logged in, so like we would like spend the whole night just making music, right? So like there's lots of memories that are like I cherish, and like I think juga like I became closer to those friends because of the like amount of days we would like share together just to work on music, kayak
Ya.
like I would sleep in his like house in his dad's office so that we can like keep on like making music, and like we had like it was like so much memories, and I'm grateful for it, and I think like sometimes I would get reminded of it, and like yeah.
So the band really brought together your friendship.
Yeah, like the other guy called Sion. So like I'm in a performing band with him, like different like school band where like we perform music, and we weren't really that close. And like because of the band, like we became like actually like actual friends, like
Mm-mm.
I've talked closely to like all of my other performing band members, but like I haven't really been that close to this guy. But
Iya,
with
iya.
this like music band, like I actually got to like there would be like so much days where we would like spend from like 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. just talking, and like in the car. So of course like my friendship grew because of it. So yeah, of course those are my memories.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oke, so apakah ada rencana untuk kembali berkolaborasi dengan mantan anggota band atau bahkan membentuk band baru di masa depan? So, do you have any plans to collaborate again with former band members or even form a new band in the future?
Hmm. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Kayak form a new band. I don't think so. I'm like, people who got into relationships and they're like traumatized of like, oh, I'm not gonna have a new boyfriend. Like that's how I
Oh,
feel. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, do I really like? I'm grateful for it. I'm like burned out with like having to like work with people like constantly, and I feel like I want to like make a path for myself as a like solo musician first, and like, but like collaboration wise, I like collaborated with a singer, and like he sang on one of the songs because I really like his vocals, and I think like his vocals really fit, and so yeah, collaboration sure. But and like I'm also like reviewing, I'm like making an album, and my songwriter friend he's also making an album, and we just like share the music and we give each other feedback. So I guess like in a friendship way, I guess, and like we help each other out,
Iya.
like give feedback and stuff.
Jadi, ya. Jadi lebih mengarah ke solo music ya.
Hmm. But like I'm open to the idea that like in 3 years atau kayak tahun we would make a project together. I'm done with that. Kayak I'm open to like many things. Tapi kayak for now I want to like focus on my solo stuff.
Iya, iya deh.
oke.
Oke, oke,
Adakah,
pertanyaan
oh iya,
ke-15. 16.
oke. Adakah hobi lain yang kamu lakukan selain hobi musik?
Seperti
Uh,
yang tadi kamu bilang kan kamu juga mempunyai pekerjaan menjahit dan bikin baju.
hmm,
Jadi,
yeah.
do you have any other hobbies besides music?
I mean like I like biking. Does it count? Like I like to bike, But like for now not really, cause like I mean I used to like do swimming. I used to like bike and like do karate and like those stuff. But like recently, it's more of like just like, oh, I want to get into singing more. So like it's like more like based on the things I'm doing. So like, oh, I want to learn pattern making, So like the time I have for like having fun for hobbies is not spent on like, oh, how else can I grow myself in those like areas, right? Which is like sewing and music making. So, oh, I guess like video editing. I'm very like, I actually like my first ever hobby was like video editing when I was grade seven, and like I wasn't really like I'm not really into like recording myself because I get shy in front of the camera and stuff. But like I love video editing, and like it was like very useful for my music and like clothes because like I need to make promotional videos, right? So I guess video editing is like a big one. I like video editing and like filmmaking, I guess, and like like not filmmaking but like directing like shots and like directing a
Yeah, yeah.
video. Very into that.
Okay. So, apakah ada perbedaan dalam gaya bermusik yang kamu temukan antara sebagai anggota band dan sebagai solo artist? Like, is there a difference in the music style you found between being in a band and being a solo artist?
Yeah, 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 I think so. Like the like hasil musiknya tuh maksudnya kayak
Yeah.
um I think kayak when I was in a band kan pool of influencersnya kan dari kayak 3 orang tuh.
Yeah.
And like dulu I listen to like rap music, I listen to like Little Uzi Vert and like those like artists,
Playboy Cardi.
like whoever, And like my
Yeah.
friend here, he's like very into like the Beatles and the Beach Boys and like Nirvana. So it's like very like different
Mm.
like influences, right? But like and like at the time we haven't really got into each other's like influences, which like ironically now he's like very into that and now I'm like exploring the older music like the like 50s pop music. So it's kind of ironic, but like back then we were just combining those two influences, right? Jadi kayak it's more like something that we would make by ourselves, Like
Yeah.
I don't think my friend would like add like 808 bass on like his like pop music, right? Whereas like I don't think I would make melodies like him at the time. So I guess like it's like in a different like just the way we like approach it and like the ideas that we would combine are very different. Because like we had like very different influences, Whereas now like I only have myself, Like I just make music based on what I like and not what my friend thinks how something should be, So I guess like the way we approach it is already different.
Yeah, I get it. Oke, pertanyaan terakhir.
Oke, apa harapanmu untuk masa depan karirmu sebagai penulis lagu? Apakah kamu memiliki target atau impian tertentu yang ingin dicapai?
What are your hopes for the future of your career as a songwriter, or do you have any specific goals or dreams you want to achieve?
Can I say something controversial?
Yes.
Sure.
Like I want to be like as great as Kanye West without the talking, like without the controversy. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
get it.
Okay,
That
like
kind
I
of
want to be
dream.
like like I want to be like I want to be like as big as I can, and like
Tyler, the Creator?
I mean sure man, like
Yeah.
I just want people to like talk about. I think when I die, I want people to know like, oh, this guy was like he was into something, like he got interesting
Yeah.
ideas.
Yeah.
Like I think that's like that's like the biggest one, Like I want to like have a life where people look back and they're like, damn, this guy was like very influential or something,
Yeah.
inspire someone to like do something. I think that's like if broad goals, then that
Yeah. Okay, last bonus question.
Bonus
Apa,
question. Okay.
apakah Anda ada pesan untuk anak-anak muda di luar sana yang mau yang punya passion untuk hobi mereka? Like, do you have a uh, you know,
Advice.
advice for those young people who want to be like you or something?
Um, right now I don't think I'm in the position to give advice because like I haven't really made it. But either way, I think like if you're into something and you really like it, like really really like it, I think you should do it. Either, like no matter what it is, If it's like gardening or like aquarium, like designing, like whatever it is, I think like you should really embrace it. Like I think too much people are like shy of their interests and like what they're into and like oh I'm not gonna like no one's gonna notice,
Yeah.
like And I think like also if you feel like you're too different for people to like enjoy, I think people should bet more on their difference. I think that's like what the good art that stays is always the people who are like not afraid to be different. So I think like you should wherever it is, you should go for it, and you should you know embrace yourself no matter how different you are. Like be as authentic as you can to how you feel. Don't appeal to like people. Just like make
Iya.
something that's like truly you. I think no matter what it is, if it's like really you, I think people's gonna see it and they're gonna be like impressed by the fact that it's very specific to that
Authentic.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very great moral. So, terima kasih banyak untuk
Terima kasih.
interview ini. Aku Alexandra dan
Audrey.
kita semoga interview ini bisa bermanfaat untuk penonton dan Richard Miguel juga.
Amin.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, Audrey, you
Bye.
can end the recording.